And when a female is in heat, a male can tell within moments from the scent of her urine whether she's ready to mate. Once spread across the Indo-Gangetic plains, today only about 1200 to 1500 survive in the wild. That makes the eastern swamp deer the rarest swamp deer on earth. The bond between a 2-ton rhino and a 250-gram egret, fragile and mighty, side by side, has echoed through the chronicles of Kaziranga. With 3 toes on each foot, thick padded soles, and pillar-like legs, rhinos are odd-toed ungulates. Rhinos' prehensile upper lip works like a finger. In Kaziranga, where tiger density is among the highest in the world for elephants' family, is survival. The staff here and the locals believe that they may have been killed, perhaps by a rival male. It is a harsh truth of the wild.
We are inside the jungle. This is the Daflang Tower route.
After the morning safari and a quiet lunch, we return to the jungle for the evening drive. That is the road from where you get into the central zone. First left leads towards the Daflang Tower, and this time we are heading straight towards it. In the morning, the tigress which crossed the road just before we arrived, leaving us with only her tracks. Her story is both powerful and tragic. She once had 4 cubs, but none have been seen in recent weeks. The staff here and the locals believe that they may have been killed, perhaps by a rival male. It is a harsh truth of the wild.
Unfortunately,
Male tigers often kill the offspring of the other males to secure their own bloodline. In this way, only their lineage survives. As we are moving forward, a wild elephant appears just across the track, and for a moment he holds his ground till the sound of our jeep sends him vanishing into the grass. That is the Daflang Tower. There is some movement behind the grass. Look. There is a herd of elephants. Their skin still damp. Perhaps they just came out of the water. I've always loved these giants of Asia. This lone elephant slipping through the grass seems to be the leader, maybe patrolling the edges, ensuring no tiger is lurking nearby. This herd looks like the usual family, mothers and calves, bound together by the matriarch's watch and led by a female member of the group. But instead of moving towards the herd, this is moving straight towards the water. And looking closely, I am noticing the herd's body language. Ears stiff, tails twitching, calves shuffled into a tight formation. There is something else going on here. That female is signaling through her trunk. And out of the elephant grass, emerging a massive figure.
Tusker.
Not a female at all, but a full-grown male, a tusker. The tension isn't from a predator. It is because of him. Male elephants live alone, driven out of the herd as teenagers to avoid inbreeding. They only return when the season demands, when hormones rise and pheromones guide them back. This is winter in Kaziranga, the mating season, and this tusker, scenting the air, may have picked up the invisible trail of a receptive female. Seeing a huge tusker, the young one grows nervous. This calf looks desperately for a cover, trying to hide in the shadow of the large elephant, searching for a safety in a wall of giants. The tusker is on the move. In panic, the little calf breaks the formation. stepping out in front instead of hiding behind. With the Tusker and musth closing in, this is the most vulnerable place it could be. And in such moments, every step carries risk. The elephant's sense of smell is unmatched. Scientists believe they can even detect water from 20 kilometers away. And when a female is in heat, a male can tell within moments from the scent of her urine whether she's ready to mate. Look closely at his ears. You can see a tear in the skin. Elephants often carry these marks, left from fights, injuries, or sometimes infection. Forest staff use these scars as a way to identify individuals. Elephants communicate not only through sound, but through posture, touch, even the position of their tails and ears. Every signal here carries weight. The Tusker moves steadily, following the scent, and the herd understands his intention. An experienced female signals the calf to move away. The herd grows restless. Slowly, they begin to edge away, creating a space. Checking if she is ready to mate. If she is not, she may refuse him with body language, aggression, or even with the support of the other females. But today, she steps forward. That's a sign. The Tusker follows her calmly, and the tension breaks. For now, the calf and the herd are safe. The Tusker possesses no danger to them. His attention lies elsewhere. For hours, perhaps even days, he will remain with this herd. And then, like all males, he will return to solitude. As the Tusker and the female drift deeper into the forest, the herd lingers before eventually following their trail. For a time, his presence brings them extra protection. In Kaziranga, where tiger density is among the highest in the world, staying together is not just a choice. For elephants, family is survival. The air here is intoxicating, heavy with pheromones, alive with wings. A black naked stalk drifts above, its long legs stretched straight behind. Unlike hawks or ducks, it never folds them. Those legs balance its long neck, keeping it steady, floating weightless, like we stretch our arms and legs to stay afloat in the water. Watching it float away, I can only imagine its view. From that height, Kaziranga must appear like a living mosaic, stitched by river, trees, and grass. We now return to the very spot where we saw the tigress this morning. I don't know what the camera captured, but the sight still lives in my memory. The image in my mind is still vivid, haunting in its freshness. as if she had just crossed before me. The wild boar, tiger's favorite food. But hunting one is no easy task. With sharp tusks that grow continuously, boars can defend themselves fiercely, even against the king of the jungle. There is a news that the tiger has been spotted. Everything has been changed. As search began, I wrote these lines. For weeks I wandered, searching his sign, through every corner, every path, every line. When hope grew faint, when courage was thin, when silence pressed heavy, no trace, no skin. I cast aside the shroud of despair, and hope leaned close, a voice in the air. Stay awake, the jungle speaks. For the wind now carries a rumor clear that somewhere in the forest, the tiger has appeared. But there are many others like me, tiger dreamers filling these tracks. Ahead of us, a line of jeep waits. The tiger is here, but today, not for our eyes. In excitement, some tourists shout when they see him. Not the best thing for the jungle.
Look at this forest.
And just like that, the tiger slips away, vanishing back into its own world. And I managed to click a single photograph, telling myself, at least it proves he's here. And sometimes, to keep the heart content, even that thought is enough.
Tiger somewhere.
But here,
What's the effect? That's where the tiger is. It's like finding a needle in the haystack. It's not easy to track or find anything in here.
the dust is
Settling down.
evening is closing in, and our time is running short. A few jeeps still wait with us, while the rest have already left the jungle. At this point, it all depends on the tiger or the tigress, not us.
Game on. Wait and watch.
Has anyone heard a call here caught a sight of the tiger? So this could be the same one which has just passed. According to them, the tiger might cross ahead, or it might slip behind us. Nothing is certain. It can, not that it will. Our safari time is almost over. This is the last point where we can wait with hope. And from here, we will have to turn back. What's that inside? Actually, when you're in jungle, out of desperation, what happens is every little thing I hear, every sound I see, makes me think you might be near. Our frame is set, but it feels like this evening, no character will step into it. In the jungle, the thrill of waiting for the tiger is almost as exciting as the sighting itself. But now our time is running out. I try and I try and I try, but still no signs come our way. No tiger sighting for us today. But word has it, the golden tiger of Kaziranga was seen far from here. While we searched in this corner of the forest, he revealed himself somewhere else.
Part of the game.
One thing I have learned after roaming in the jungles is the forest doesn't show you what you want to see. It shows you what you need to see. The pride of these jungles, another icon, the greater one-horned rhinoceros. Their eyesight is poor, only 30 meters at best, but their hearing and smell are razor sharp. Their ears swivel like radar, catching the finest sound, and their nose can detect another rhino or a predator from kilometers away. With 3 toes on each foot, thick padded soles, and pillar-like legs, rhinos are odd-toed ungulates, cousins to horses and tapirs. And these are the only 3 animals in the world with 3 toes. And despite weighing over 2 tons, they can run at 40 kilometers per hour and swim with ease. Rhino's prehensile upper lip works like a finger, plucking grass, reeds, and even aquatic plants with precision. Rhinos are quick to charge at the slightest disturbance, and the credit goes to their weak eyesight. And this is why the tourist jeeps or noisy visitors that get too close often face sudden mock charges. Where rhinos are, manas and egrets follow, feeding on the insects disturbed by their heavy steps and off their body. Nature's balance, plain and simple. Despite their heavy weight, they are amazing swimmers. In these jungles, the pairing of rhinos and egrets is a common sight. bond between a 2-ton rhino and a 250-gram egret, fragile and mighty, side by side, has echoed through the chronicles of Kaziranga for centuries. Where rhinos carry their strength in sheer weight, these deer carry theirs in lightness. Their gift is agility, and these are eastern swamp deer, Barasinghas. There are 3 kinds of Barasinghas in India: the western, the southern, and the eastern. The western found in Uttar Pradesh's Dudhwa, Kishanpur, and Katarni Ghat. The southern in the forests of Kanha in Madhya Pradesh, and eastern here in Assam, in Manas, Orang, Dibru, and Kaziranga. Their coats shift with seasons, darker in winter, lighter in summer, and their lighter frames keep them from sinking in the marshy grounds. Unlike spotted deer or hog deer, the Barasinghas are pure grazers. They feed on reeds, tall elephant grass, and even aquatic plants. Once spread across the Indo-Gangetic plains, today only about 1200 to 1500 survive in the wild, and most of them here in Assam. That makes the eastern swamp deer the rarest swamp deer on earth. As dusk falls, these forest guards are returning with their elephants. Their duty is endless, and yet on their faces there is no complaint. To them, we owe the safety of this living world. Our journey through Kaziranga continues. But for today, we leave with respect for tuskers in musth, rhinos in armor, swamp deer in grace, and the countless wings above. If these stories move you, support them with a like, a comment, a share, and subscribe. For small channels like mine, that little push means these voices can reach further. Until next time, take care of yourself and those around you. And remember, let's wander together.